I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design.
'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away.
Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day.
They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
However big, however small, let me be a part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. Think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make.
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. 'Cause the tunes bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Close to the ones here today, close to the ones that we lost on the way. 'Cause the tunes bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back you.
There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pains, when I believed in forever and everything stayed the same. And my heart feel like December when somebody say your name.
'Cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know it will one day, yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday, yeah.
Everything will be alright. Go raise your voice and say,
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. 'Cause the dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Close to the ones here today, close to the ones that you lost on the way. 'Cause the dreams bring back all the memories,
It's lighting up the dark. I carry these torches for you, that you know I'll never drop, yeah.
Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday, yeah.
Be alright, go and raise the bass and say, hey.
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not, 'cause your dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Close to the ones here today, close to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the dreams bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back you. Do 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 do. Memories bring back you. Do 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 do. Memories bring back you.
Welcome, 6th grade students, to your graduation award ceremony. It has been an incredible journey. Today is one of those great occasions when we get to celebrate your achievements, perseverance, and successes. This marks the transition into middle school, where you become more independent, self-reliant. You are stepping into a new stage. As you do this, it is our hope that you take with you many memories from 6th grade. We believe that each of you has something special to offer that can be built upon. Our desire is that you give your best, be kind to each other, and discover new interests and talents along the way. During this award program, if your name is called for an award, we ask that you come forward to receive it. After that, please return to your original seats. Following our walkthrough, we will take pictures of each category. Congratulations, you did it. You should be very proud of yourselves. It is my pleasure to introduce Mrs. McFarland for the Art Award.
The Art Award isn't based solely on talent, but also largely on effort. Obviously, famous artists haven't reached their full potential or even peaked by 6th grade. But effort and creativity play a huge role. A creative artist sticks with the project even when it's difficult and isn't afraid to take risks. There are a lot of really great artists in this year's 6th grade class, but I chose 2 from each class who really stood out to me all year. The first one is Colton Large. Sally Matute. Zoe Gonzalez. Devyn Kern. Not here. Sayuri Fink. And Alton McMullen. Okay, I'd like to present to you Mr. Seal.
Morning, 6th graders. It's good to see the 6th grade band again in less than 24 hours. We had a concert last night that went really well. Got a lot of good input from some of the parents that were there. Very impressed with your performance last night. It's been kind of an interesting journey for band. You know, not being able to experiment an instrument only just by looking at it on the video, right, instead of actually touching the instrument. And then you had the real fun of taking your instrument home and letting your parents know how well you sound when you play your first time ever on your instrument. So I'm sure your parents really enjoyed that. So you went from that stage now to last night's performance, which I thought was amazing. And so congratulations on a good performance last night. So I'm going to be presenting 3 separate awards for band. One's for the woodwind section, the brass section, and the percussion section. So this year's woodwind recipient is Emma Cook. For the brass section goes to Lennon Geyer. And for the percussion section goes to Eleanor Hernandez. And now I'll introduce Mrs. Schaefer.
Okay, for library, it was a little different this year because I had to go to the classrooms at the beginning, so you didn't even get to come to the library to pick out books or anything for quite a while. So my reward or award isn't really based on your reading. Some of it is, because I know who the readers are, but some of it is based on willing to participate in the activities that we did without a lot of complaining. And so that's how I based these. Okay, first one is Colton Large. Julianna Firestone. Richard Kreft. Hannah Williams. Jillian Bules. Max Richardson. Chloe McKinney. And Ashlynn Fuller. Good job. Okay, and now next up is Miss Alderfer with music.
Good morning. I've had the pleasure this year of transitioning into teaching music, and I've loved every minute of it. We've learned the fundamentals and techniques of being a musician and bringing that to life. I feel these kids have worked very hard, and even though it's difficult when you're with your peers to shine, I feel these kids really did an outstanding job. So the recipients of our music awards this year are Ryder Gayheart, Colton Large, Ella Cook, Zoe Gonzalez, Jillian Bules, Rylan Davis, Brayden Gunnels, Sydney Heckerman. Lennon Geyer. And MaKayla Bolinger. Next up is Mr. Carpenter.
First off, I didn't get the memo. I was supposed to dress nicer, so I'm blaming that on Mrs. Watkins. Mr. Carpenter has very, very high expectations of his kids as well as himself. And I think it says pride on the front. And so that is based a lot on what I do as far as the number you get for your grade, which is just a 10-point scale. Number one, effort. You have to try hard in my class. Even if you're not skilled, I want to see you leaving here all sweaty and stinky and smelly, okay, for your teachers. That shows me that you've tried hard. Two, they better exhibit sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is being a good winner and a good loser. Some of us still struggle with that, but we're getting a lot better. You need to be a good teammate. So when we split up and play games, are you that person that encourages others? Are you positive with them, even if they are not that best person on your team? That is very important. Integrity. Mr. Carpenter, it drives me nuts. When we're doing exercises, I turn my back and look back around, and we're being lazy, laying on the floor instead of holding that plank for an extra 30 seconds. All right? Many of you don't think we see that, but we do. So that is a big part of what goes into your grade in choosing these students. There's just so many papers, Mrs. Watkins. We need to do simple better, as Joe Madden would say. All right, so the PE awards. Just keep coming. All right, first of all, Julianna Firestone. Lydia Hammond. Ryder Gayheart. Colton Large. Jillian Bules. Blayze Hensley. Rylan Davis. Chloe McKinney. The next person, I'm outside every day, so that's 180 days. And I think this next person, every time he walks by me, he tells me, I'm not a morning person. Max Richardson. And the last person, we do the Presidential Physical Fitness Awards, and we have a little record sheet up there or on the wall. It's kind of different this year because we weren't able to really hone in on them with the COVID restrictions, but this young lady will have her name put up there under V-Sit and Reach for flexibility. So that is Brooke Kitch. Turning it over to Mrs. Vermillion.
This is for the Spirit of Sixth Grade Award. According to Merriam-Webster Intermediate Dictionary, pride means something which one is proud. And I must agree that to receive the Spirit of 6th Grade Award, you ought to be proud. Our Spirit of 6th Grade Award students who have shown pride, personal responsibility, respect, integrity, determination, and enthusiasm all the way through 6th grade. The 6th grade teachers write out possible candidates, then pass it to the specials teachers. The specials teachers inform us if they agree with our list of candidates. The Spirit of 6th grade isn't just showing pride in our 3 classrooms. It's also showing pride in the hallways, at special classes, and on the playground. We are pleased to announce the following students are Spirit of 6th Grade Award winners. First off, Colton Large. Julianna Firestone. Ryder Gayheart. Sally Matute. Alyssa Bruner. Hunter Arvison. Oliver Ickes. Makenzie Singleton. Jillian Bules. Hosannah Chupp. Brooklyn White. Cayden Bradley. Rylan Davis. Richard Kreft. Alexis Young. Ashlynn Fuller. Sydney Heckman. Chloe McKinney. Allee Rohrer. And Alton McMullen. Math award. This year's math award was a very hard award to give because I had so many deserving students. My math award winner this year goes to a student who from day one was always participating and willing to give answers in class. The student showed great determination in getting their work done on time and doing it to their best of their ability. I am pleased to announce the math award goes to Blayze Hensley. The Vermillion Reading Award. My reading award goes to a student who always works hard and gives 100% when reading and discussing stories and novels we have read as a class. This student has shown tremendous growth in reading throughout the school year. I am pleased to announce that Brooklyn White is my reading award winner. I would like to now introduce Mrs. Watkins.
This year, I was looking for a student that showed consistency in science. I have the pleasure of giving the Science Award to a student that currently has 100.73%. and has maintained a 95% grade point average or higher all year in science. This person works hard in labs and class discussion, has a passion for science, whose journal is so creative and organized, can look at situations from different perspectives, applies the scientific process in her work and in her classroom and labs, participates in science outside of school, won a medal in science prior to 6th grade. I am happy to announce that this year's Science Award winner goes to Miss Brooke Kitch. In reading this year, I was looking for someone that received about a 95% or higher this 9 weeks for pushcarts. This year reading award goes to a young lady that was very positive during Pushcart Wars novel study this year. She is so creative and organized, works well in her group, and is helpful to those around her. She turns her homework in on time and gives 100% in class and on projects. She has done a fantastic job with her chapter abstracts. She is very respectful and shows a lot of pride. I am happy to announce that this year's reading award for pushcarts goes to Miss Chloe McKinney. I am happy to announce Mr. Long for his award.
Morning, guys. Glad you guys are here. Thanks for, being here. And anybody watching online, thank you for taking the time to do that. I had the privilege of teaching social studies to this 6th grade class, and that leads me to give the Social Studies Award. There were many students this year who were very enthusiastic, asked the right questions, and wanted to learn more about the world, what has happened in the world, where things are, et cetera, et cetera. But I had one student who did that consistently throughout the year. That's what I was looking for in my award, someone who consistently asked the right questions, engaged the content, was diligent, enthusiastic, and positive. And throughout the year, this one student kind of stood out. This one student is Ryder Gayheart. So, for our reading rotation for my class during reading, we were able to read 2 different novels this last quarter, we read The Silver Chair and Maniac McGee. And throughout this whole quarter, we had, again, one student who embodied John Wooden's two cornerstones of his pyramid of success: industriousness and enthusiasm. And that led to not only success that way with her peers, with reading, but also academically. And so that is why Cloey Smith is the winner of Mr. Long's Reading Award. The next award kind of tails with social studies. Throughout the year, we got to study many different people, and I hope you sixth graders remember us talking about a gentleman named Leonardo da Vinci. He was a really good artist, right? But as we came to find out, he wasn't just a good artist, right? He did many different things in the sciences, in math, in engineering, right? So he excelled in many, many different areas. So this award is named the Da Vinci Award because it goes to students who throughout the year have excelled in all subjects and categories, including specials, including rotations. So the winners of the Da Vinci Award, first is Colton Large. Lydia Long. Jillian Bules. Hosannah Chupp. Alton McMullen. Hey. And then Sydney Heckerman. And now I'd like to introduce Mrs. Cook.
It is my pleasure to announce the recipients of the 2021 President's Award for Educational Excellence. This award program started in 1983, and it provides our nation's elementary, middle, and high schools the opportunity to recognize graduating students who meet high standards of academic excellence. A certificate and pin are awarded to students who have maintained an A- or above average throughout 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. I applaud these students for their continued effort and commitment to learning and academic excellence. We only have 3 students who meet this criteria this year, but I would like to join President Biden in congratulating the following 6th graders. They are Lydia Long, Sydney Heckerman, and Colton Large. While this group is a rather small one, please don't be discouraged. There will be more opportunities for learning, and there's no time like the present for each of you to set a goal for how you will continue your education at the next level. As I look across each of you in this group, I see potential. You may not be earning those straight A's, but you can learn and you will succeed. Your class is comprised of future leaders, athletes, scholars, artists, musicians, parents, teachers, caretakers, farmers, mechanics, doctors, lawmakers, good neighbors, and I hope exemplary citizens. I challenge you to find something that inspires you and just give it all you've got. You can do it. I believe in you. We believe in you. I want to thank these adults that are here in the front row who have poured into you all year with knowledge, guidance, wisdom, encouragement, patience, and love. I'd like them to stand, please, and I'd like you to show your thanks with your applause. Thank you, teachers. And now, our superintendent, Mr. Riffle, would like to share a few words with you.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity to share with you today on this, your big day of being recognized for your completion of 6th grade, the transition from elementary to the junior high. I was able to experience this transition as a father for the first time last year, and I will tell you that you are in good hands. Mrs. Cook, Mr. Van Houten, Mrs. LaSure, and the Triton Elementary staff have prepared you for the next phase in your journey to be your best. Mr. McCann, Mrs. Arvison, and the junior high staff are poised to welcome you to understand the new faces and routines and surround you with the love and care that you have grown to appreciate here at Triton Elementary School. In the journey of life, there are very few things that you have complete control over. You will find 3 things that you indeed have control over: your actions, your attitudes, and your behaviors. It is our hope at Triton School Corporation that you will continue to learn and live out Trojan pride. It is our hope that you will display actions, attitudes, and behaviors that represent personal responsibility, respect, integrity, determination, and enthusiasm. Also while living out the Trojan way, which is thinking of others over self. This is not always possible, as you are not perfect, but we hope that you will always ask yourself, am I showing these characteristics in how I address my parents, my teachers, my peers? And am I doing the right things when no one is watching? Am I fun to be around because I am positive and excited about new challenges? And do I lift others up? In closing, I would like to share a poem, a symbol of sorts that reminds me often of my purpose and passion in life. It is the story of a starfish. Once upon a time, there was a wise man who used to go to the ocean to do his writing. He had a habit of walking on the beach before he began his work. One day, he was walking along the shore. As he looked down the beach, he saw a human figure moving like a dancer. He smiled to himself to think of someone who would dance to the day. So he began to walk a little faster to catch up. As he got closer, he saw that it was a young man, and the young man wasn't dancing, but instead he was reaching down to the shore, picking up something and very gently throwing it into the ocean. As he got closer, he called out, "Good morning, what are you doing?" The young man paused, looked up, and replied, "Throwing starfish into the ocean." "I guess I should ask, why are you throwing starfish into the ocean?" "The sun is up and the tide is going out, and if you don't throw them in, they'll die." But young man, don't you realize that there are miles and miles of beach and starfish along it? You can't possibly make a difference. The young man listened politely, then bent down, picked up another starfish and threw it into the sea, past the breaking waves, and said, "It made a difference for that one." My hope for you is that you will strive to make a difference in the life of those that you come in contact with. Just like this little boy at the beach, that you will show personal responsibility, respect, integrity, determination, and enthusiasm in your final days at Triton Elementary School this summer, and as you begin the New Jersey journey of transitioning to Triton Junior Senior High School. It is my hope and my prayer for you, 6th grade, that you will impact your community for good as you strive to reach your personal best.